Ready to love? A lot of clarity that's needed. Kyra's in, Kyra's out. Hey, Chat Suite family. How you doing today? Thanks for stopping by. I'm here in the Chat Suite with my girl Shani here.
Hey.
We are ready to get into this, ready to love. But before we get into it, we want to take a moment because we are like 6 months in on our channel. You guys know it's new. Super excited that you guys have stuck it out with us and been here, through all of our videos, through all of our times where we were trying to find our exact niche. Sorry, I'm messing that word up, but we're just trying to find out, our channel really is about everything that is applicable to women over 40, over 50s, and beyond. And so we wanted to just really bring great content as it pertains to health, wellness, fashion, beauty. We will continue to slot in our fun reality talk because we like it. We love pop culture. So that always works for us. Shadi's a huge fan of it. I am too. So we will, always sprinkle that fun in, but we want to let you guys know we are looking and we're revamping our channel a little bit again so that we can get a little bit more specialized into the areas in which we really want to bring important topics, important subjects about what matters, again, to women of our age. We're always looking for fashionable pieces, for things that can keep our bodies great health, different ways that we can, have different looks and different things for our skin. We're also thinking about, how we can maintain our great skin as our skin changes as we get older. So just so you guys know, you'll see a couple of changes going forward. But again, stick in there with us because we have some great, content as it pertains. Right, Shani?
Please, yes, stick with us.
Yeah.
Subscribe, like.
Please subscribe, like, thumbs up on us. It helps us out. It helps us to be able to continue to bring you guys great content. And like I said, it's evolving. Stick with us. Everything is a work in progress. And so we appreciate all of you guys who have stuck with us. But enough about that. We know you guys are here with us. Pass it on to your friends. We want to talk about this ready to love because tables are turning. Things are shifting. What we thought was something was nothing. People who we thought was everything all of a sudden became nothing.
Crazy.
I mean, we are getting flipped upside down on this roller coaster. I mean, this is like the biggest roller coaster ready to love ride
ever.
Seriously, ever, Shani, right?
In all the seasons. I don't even understand it.
I mean,
beyond.
We couldn't have imagined that they could have plotted and planned it so wonderfully that we wouldn't have seen all these different curveballs that's coming at us. I mean, Jackie and I were talking about, there was a whole show when everybody was going home with Kyra. And this week, family, if anybody didn't see it, I mean, right now, tell them, Shani.
Kyra was eliminated. Well, eliminated from what we saw, but then, we saw the preview, but we don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. But I mean, who would have ever thought? Because last week I was calling for Alexis to be eliminated. I just knew it was going to be Alexis.
Right. So this next week coming through is looking really tricky. AJ, of all people, who, family, I've said numerous times that I don't feel like any of the ladies here, AJ's even interested in them. And wouldn't you know, the ball was in his court.
Right.
Picking, and of course, his picks, Kyra, Alexis. So family, for anybody that didn't see, this week, this episode was about getting clarity, and a lot of clarity came to fruition. We had, of course, Amber and Chris, who are going strong. Vernisha and Joelle, they're going strong. Liz, Kyra, AJ, and Alexis. This is the interesting space right here.
Right. Because
because, I mean, we have Jason, who is still torn between two lovers. Still
looking like a fool.
I mean, Shani, now I know you give your family what you think about, Jason and what he really wants and his, where he's standing. What you think?
I think, to me, Jason is doing to Kyra what he's not willing to do for him, do himself. What he's asking of Kyra, excuse me. Jason is asking of Kyra something that he's not doing himself, because he wants her to give him a definitive answer, like, no, it's you, it's not AJ, I'm done with AJ, it's you. But he's sitting there saying that, it's like you and, remember he did like this, you and Liz are like this, so we're even. So Kyra's doing the same thing. You and AJ are like this, so what do you want me to say?
Totally. That's exactly what's happening. And our family, as Shani and I said, nobody wants to get in the trick bag like last season, where it was Adriana Calfani and Rashid the car god, where, he wanted her, was about to eliminate himself, self-eliminate, and turned around, remember? And she was like, oh, no, stay, only to turn around and pick Calfani, only to turn around and get dumped by Calfani because he went with his main girlfriend from.
Exactly. That's what you get. I'm sorry. I mean, that was because she was wrong for that, because she should let him go. She knew she wasn't gonna pick him, but just let him go.
Let him go. So to me, family, it seems like Kyra really wants Jason. Jason really wants Kyra, but because Kyra, like you said, won't give him a definitive answer, he's just like, well, forget it. I'll just take Liz. And I'm like, oh man, like, is this really what you want? Is this really what you want? So they were at everybody, they were at the ranch. Came back in on this episode where Alexis was talking to Amber, called her Judas because she kissed Ron. Amber did explain herself too, and she got a little choked up, don't you think, Shani? Like I said, she had a little bit of tears in her eyes when she was explaining herself that, it wasn't as it had appeared. She said Ron actually kissed her in front of his friends, and she didn't want to not receive that kiss from him because she didn't want to embarrass him. So like you said, remember, Shani, last week you were just like, let's see the context of which this happened. Right. So we're clear. But Alexis, our baby Alexis, I mean, she is on fire with everything. I mean, nothing's sitting right, nothing looks right, nothing's sitting in her soul right. Like we said,
Alexis, I mean, I just think she needs to self-eliminate.
It's too much for her. This process is too much, because she is a lady who definitely needs a definitive answer. She wants to make sure that she's chosen you, and I get it. We get it. Make a clear decision. I'd like to, but at the same time, I don't think there's anybody there for her. I don't think there's anybody there, me personally, family, for AJ. Those two, AJ, Liz, and Alexis, that needs to be the bye-bye collection. I mean,
I think so too. You're right. Because Jason, from the beginning, Jason was all in with Kyra. Even remember when he had his friends, when the friends were like, well, no, Liz was sweet, whatever, but Kyra is more your speed, your style. This is how, we liked her answer, we liked her vibe. Yep. And he was like, yeah, we've been kissing and da-da-da. And it was still like, and I was like, what happened to make him? I mean, Liz is a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. I'm sure she will make any man happy forever. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's like he's doing a flip-flop. And I think it was a point too. Kyra called him out on that. She was like, from the day one, and that's the truth. I got to give her props for that. Right. Because she has never wavered in her saying that, he's number one, but however, she still enjoyed AJ. She wanted to see what was going on with that. But she was like, she's never said that, Jason, she's never switched and made, when they asked her, who would you go with at the end? In the time when the ladies lounge, she never said AJ. She always has said Jason.
She did. That's true. Give her credit on that. So, I mean, like you said, I think she's protecting her heart too. But listen, Kyra came with the fire too, because they were sitting around a hot tub and she came out with the sexy.
Yes, body, yada, 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 yada.
Yada. I mean, come on. She came out. She said, listen, I had to give the guys a little eye candy. And she said, I wore what I wore.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
She's eating. So six-pack was showing. I mean, she did well. And oh my goodness, I don't know if anybody caught it. I don't know if you caught this, but Liz was giving her a couple of interesting looks in that hot tub.
It was like Liz, like she was like, she just was like just, I don't say what wasn't bother, not bother her, but wasn't into the conversation at all. That's how they did the editing or whatever. Did she say anything? Did they talk to Liz at all?
I didn't see her say anything, but when I really looked at it, because Kyra was in the hot tub, she was out of the hot tub, she was on the side of the hot tub.
Posing.
So right, she was really like putting her womanly ways on out there for everybody to see. And so I don't know. I just was wondering. I was wondering if Liz was like taking that, like, oh, okay, like here we go, like you're showing all your body, because you really didn't see Liz's body. She had like a more demure swimsuit on.
Right.
Yeah. So it was interesting. But I like I said, Kyra said, listen, I wore what I wore. Sometimes men need a little eye candy, and I want to give them some eye candy, and she gave it to him too. So
I was like, okay, body. Okay, she looked good.
Absolutely, she definitely did. One thing that was interesting, she was in the hot tub. Liz is in the hot tub. Jason, AJ, for anybody who didn't see it now, Alexis, Vernisha, and Joelle did not get in the hot tub. And of course, Alexis said that she was honest. She said, I'm feeling some kind of way. I was like, why? Then go get in the hot tub. Then go get in the hot tub and have some fun with them. You know, yeah. Interesting. Also in the hot tub, everybody, that AJ said he was really listening to a lot of Kyra's answers to Jason. He said to her, and when they got a chance to get together, that he was really listening to a lot of the stuff she was saying and how she was answering him. So I thought that was interesting, because he kind of sat back and, you know, just observed the situation to kind of see maybe where he was at. What you think?
To me, I feel as though he was saying that it wasn't just him, because that's how she is. Because some of the same things that Jason was, you know, had issue with her, he felt like he had some of the same things. That's what I got. And so he's like, okay, well, it's not just, you know, it's not like she's doing it exclusively, sorry, to me, but that's just, you know, her way. Yeah. So I think that gave him a thing like, well, damn, well, maybe, you know, she might be the one. I don't know. I don't know. It seemed like to me, I felt like he was moving more towards like, okay, I want to pick her. I don't know. What do you think? Okay. That's the way I felt, because he was like, dang. And then to another thing, can I just say something about Alexis? To me, she was giving shade too. Remember, she was like, "Oh, why you want to be with somebody who argues all the time? They always argue. We don't have conflict." And it looked like Vernisha and Joelle were like, "Okay." Vernisha looked like she was like, "I'm out of this. I don't want to have a part of what you're talking about right now."
Yes, she definitely. You can see Vernisha was not getting ready to entertain that conversation with her. Like, you know, I'm not getting ready to talk about another lady in this space. And unfortunately, like we said again with our little baby Alexis, it seems like this is like her thing. Like she's trying to point out why this person's not a good fit for you, why you're not a good fit for this person, and it's just like, you need to just stay on task for what the connection you're making with the man who wants to make it with. Stay on task with that connection, and then don't try to highlight anybody else's faults in the situation, because it's not working in a favor. It's not working in a favor. Like that's an old game. I mean, that's an old game, you know?
And then for me, it's like seeing how she's acting now. Think about somebody being in a relationship with her. What's going, you know, this ain't gonna just stop, okay? No. I mean, kind of behavior. I don't know.
Yeah. So, and I think that the gentleman that she is highly interested in, which is AJ family, we think that he has noticed that, although, as Shani we were talking about it, he pointed out, well, I'm not quoting him exactly, I'm not going to get this right, but he said something to the effect of, you know, having and being with someone that is the safe space, as opposed to wanting someone that is the fun space in your life.
Like a dagger in the heart.
Dagger in the heart. I fell to the ground. I was just like, Shani fell to the ground. We had to like pick each other up, like, we're dead right now. Like, what are you? I mean, if he has said that to me, if a gentleman says that to me, then I will say, I'm self-eliminating. Let you go with the fun person. Bye-bye, sir. Like, you don't have to tell me twice. Like, I mean, well, you know, it's like it went over our girl Alexis. They were on the balcony. They end up really embracing in a like really great hug. And again, like I said, I don't know if she just wants to be chosen, or does she really like this guy?
I think she likes the way he looks, maybe what he stands for. I don't know, because it's like you're torturing. It's like torture, like, because it's obviously, to me, it's not feeling her like that. I mean, I'm sure he, likes her as a person or whatever, but as far as a relationship type thing, it's like he's not feeling her. Because even when remember he hugged her, and she was like, "Oh, is that all I get, a hug?" It's like, oh my God, girl,
right.
Stop.
And like you said, she kept trying to point out, she was pointing out where him and Kyra had issue, but the fact that they never, her and AJ, they never have any drama. Remember, she even took it a step further when she tried to put her little game in. Remember, she did an apology to AJ. Oh, yeah. And they were like, she wanted to apologize. So to me, she's really trying to reel it in. Like, look, I can be a different person. I'm stepping up. I'm apologizing for how I've been acting, blah, blah, blah. Really trying to get in that space where pick me, pick me, pick me. but I just don't seem like that's his like cup of tea. Although in the end, when he had the opportunity to, have a conversation, family, he was looking at Kyra and he said, listen, we don't think that you're ready to love. But then he put the biggest shock in America and said, but I don't want you to. Do you really want to stay? Do you want to be with me? And do you really want to be here? Because I really don't want you to go. Didn't he say something to that effect?
I really don't want to let you go yet. I really don't want to let you go.
Right. And
he kept on. Remember, he has onto her hand. He's holding her hand, and she was like, "Can I have my hand back? Can I have my hand back?"
Goodness, I mean, the fire is coming next week because Liz walks in the room. Sorry, family, just give you a quick preview. Liz walks in the room for next week, and she said, "What is Kyra doing still here?" Because that's a point of contention for her because she's like, "Please let Kyra go."
Because then I can have Jason all to myself.
And I really feel, I'm Shani, I know, what's your consensus? I'm feeling like Liz might get out this time around.
It's crazy. So a part of me thinks that maybe Kyra's going to choose AJ now because remember, we didn't talk. Remember how when she went to when her and Jason had that talk, and when she was talking to AJ when he was about to eliminate her, she was like, he put me in a different space where my mind is differently. She said, but I'm not gonna just say flip flop and say no, I don't like him anymore. I'm just gonna go with you. Because to me that's integrity right there. I think that's integrity. But I do believe that she may not, because she's tripping on how Jason was not accepting the fact that she has consistently chosen him as her number one. Every time during elimination, she has said Jason is if I would leave today, it's Jason. If I could leave tomorrow, it's Jason. Right. But he has flip-flopped. So she's like, he's not taking accountability that she has continuously chosen him. And he's wanting her to make a decision that, again, like we said earlier, that he is not making. And so I think she's feeling some kind of way about that.
I agree.
I really do.
I do think that's sitting like real funny with her because she's probably like, wait a minute now, you're not getting ready to make a fool out of me on this. Exactly. I'll cover myself and keep spending my money, even though everybody thinks I'm spending too much money. So, like you said, she got money to spend, it's got money to blow.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's just joking. But yeah, so it was really crazy this week. Again, titled Getting Clarity. We have clarity with the couples that were already clear. Amber, Chris, Venetia, Joel, but non-clarity for the people.
Right.
These other ones.
The muddy waters, right?
I love that, Shani. I love that. A lot of muddy waters. Like, we don't know how this is going, family. We just wanted to do our recap on it. Again, it's throwing us for a loop. Prediction down that Alexis and Liz and AJ are all going home next week. Shani, what's your prediction?
Well, I think that Kyra is going to end up going home with AJ. I know I've always been team Jason and Kyra. However, it's just, I feel like she's kind of feeling away about him now because he put all his attention on Liz during the ranch weekend. And she's like, well, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I misunderstood.
So you think Jason, Liz, and Alexis going home?
I think so.
Because now, oh my God. Jesus Christ. Remember, it's only 3 couples standing.
I know, last 2 standing. And then, wait, but remember the preview? I know this is going forward because they just showed a preview of when Chris told Amber about him not wanting to be intimate until marriage. And she was like, wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
So there might be, who knows? Maybe they don't make it. I don't know. Because she seemed like she was feeling away about that.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
maybe they will decide it's a no. And then it's Venetia, Joel, AJ, Kyra, and Alexis. Oh no, Liz and Jason. And then Alexis going. Alexis, I think Alexis.
She's definitely going. I don't really care what anybody, she is definitely going.
Just for her own sanity.
Right, yes.
Right,
no shade, no against her. But,
she's beautiful. She's amazing. It's just another man in Houston that's out there because not these guys on here. It's too much. It's got a 2 up in an uproar. And I mean, nobody deserves that. You know what I mean? Amazing lady like herself, she doesn't deserve that. So family, listen, you heard it. We're taking deep breaths. We are all watching it with anticipation, not knowing which way. We wish we could put the full prediction down. I wish Tommy then would send us something that's edited floor scene so we can make a decision on what we're not seeing. All these sidelined dates on the side nobody knows of, but we're loving it and we're still here for it. And I mean, really, I mean, this show has brought a lot of great information to me about relationships. Yeah, which is so funny because I mean, if you look on, I mean, guys like family, if you look on a lot of the other information, this season has not been a fan favorite for people. People are kind of like thumbs down on the season. I'm like, I kind of liked it. I thought it was a good season.
I know. I mean, because like you say, because of the information that they're giving, because the perspectives that they are bringing, it's really different than the originals.
Yeah,
I mean, not the original, the previous, not the original, the previous one.
Right. I mean, like as Chris said, we're getting into the nitty gritty, like you said.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're a family. So we want to just give you guys a quick recap of it, wrap it up and stuff. And so we appreciate you sticking in with us. Again, thumbs up for us. Hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe, send information to your friends. Again, look for a little bit of revamping on our channel. We're going in, a little bit of different direction. Nothing super different, but just to get a little bit more focused on the space. So, but thanks for hanging in there with us. We appreciate you so much. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.